Hillary Clinton lacks the judgment, as said by Bernie Sanders, stability and temperament, and the moral character to lead our nation. She also lacks the mental and physical stamina to take on ISIS and all of the many adversaries we face.
President Obama is taking vacation time. So is Hillary Clinton. In fact, she's using more time in August so far than Donald Trump. Gateway Pundit released the statistic that Hillary Clinton has taken 7 days in August. Donald Trump has taken 2. My political power panel is here. Strategist Ford O'Connell, Democratic strategist Jimmy Green, GOP communications strategist Lee Carter. 3 big brains in the room. Jimmy, I want to know, do you read anything different into varying vacation times so far in August for either candidate?
Absolutely not. And clearly, when you read the Gateway Pundit article, it is their way of just sneaking into this conspiracy theory about Hillary Clinton's health. And it is disgusting. The fact that she has released a very thorough and I think proper assessment of her health and gotten sign off from a real doctor, when Donald Trump has this letter floating around that seems like it's not even written by a real doctor. What doctor says huge or tremendously healthy? I've never seen anything like that. But this is clearly a sign that these people are so desperate to win, not on the merits, not on the issues, not on his experience, that they are going to come after her with this disgusting attack. And it's completely unacceptable.
Dr. Ben Carson was on my show a few days ago, last week, and he said that letter from the doctor is dated May 2015. She should have released a more recent one. But Lee, I want to get to a different take on this, and this is introvert versus extrovert. A lot of people said, if they are critics of President Obama, that he failed as a leader in part because he wasn't wired to be a politician. He is an introvert, not an extrovert. Do you see that applying to either Hillary Clinton for or against, or Donald Trump for or against?
Look, I think that Hillary Clinton isn't a natural people person, and that plays against her. There's no question she's not charismatic like her husband was. You can see that she doesn't necessarily enjoy all of the constant attention the way her husband did. But that doesn't mean that she's necessarily an introvert. I think that this kind of a thing is people want somebody who's charismatic that they can relate to. Donald Trump definitely has something that people are attracted to, but then he also repels a lot of people. We've got 2 candidates here who are, the most divisive candidates we've ever had. We've had the most unlikable numbers we've ever seen on both the Republican and Democrat side, the most untrustworthy numbers on both sides. So I think that that's really a bigger issue than whether or not they're introverts or extroverts.
All right, well said. Ford, of course, the point I was trying to make, Lee cleaned it up here, but the idea is if you're introverted, you do need more downtime. If you're extroverted, you can be with people 3 to 4 fundraising events per night. Doesn't bother you at all. What is your take, especially as Lee just brought up, the idea of the too high negativity for both of these candidates?
Well, I think it's a real problem here, but I also have to push back on Jammu here. Basically, Hillary Clinton had a fall on December 12th, 2012, that basically, if you listen to her people, took anywhere from 1 to 6 months to recover from. If you add in the fact that she does refuse to release her medical records, and then you add in this travel, I think it's absolutely fair
to
Ford,
I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because she hit her head, and that was used as a reason why she couldn't go before Congress and answer questions at one point.
That's exactly right. And further, Democrats tried to call Ronald Reagan feeble. They questioned John McCain's health. And I don't know if any of us are paying attention here, but they're basically out on the talk show circuit, the surrogates for Hillary Clinton, calling Donald Trump a sociopath. So I think given the situation here, the vacation days, whether it's her personality or not, the fall, it's very fair to actually open up this question. And not only that, a recent Rasmussen poll basically said that 59% of Americans said she should release her medical records, up from 38% in 2014 when this first became an issue.
Ford, I love you to death. You know that. We're Texans, but come on. That's shameful. She spent almost 12 hours testifying to members of Congress after that fall. She has been cleared. Guess what? People fall, they knock their head, they get a concussion, they get over it. Her doctor has cleared her. This is desperation at its worst. I certainly haven't said Donald Trump is a sociopath. I would probably say that he needs Ritalin or Adderall or something to keep his focus. And is it that he's an extrovert?
All right, none of us went to med school, so we're not going to wade too deeply into those waters. Ford, second to last word to you.